The emotional toll of debt, shame, guilt, and identity fragmentation. Welcome back. I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is Debit is Binding Magic, the series. Let's talk directly about what debt does to your emotional body. Because beyond the numbers, beyond the statements, beyond the payments, there is an invisible burden that's affecting your mind, your spirit, and your identity. This is the emotional toll of debt, and it's one of the most effective psychological control mechanisms ever created. Not because of the amount you owe, but because of what it makes you believe about yourself. Debt creates emotional fragmentation. It introduces shame, guilt, and unworthiness into the energetic system of the individual. Not because you are a bad person, but because the entire debt structure is designed to feel like a personal failure. Even though the economy is set up to trap people in cycles of credit dependence, the individual carries the emotional weight of having messed up. Here's what happens. The moment you take on debt, the energetic body is split. You begin to perceive your past self as the one who made a mistake. You start projecting your future self as the one who must constantly work to repair it. And you live your present self in a state of burdened responsibility, often not knowing how to move forward without anxiety. This mental looping creates emotional exhaustion, which affects your self-esteem, your clarity, your sleep, and your ability to manifest. Shame is the first emotion that enters. Shame is the internalized belief that something is wrong with you, not just with your circumstances. You begin to avoid looking at your account. You feel tense opening mail or seeing your phone ring. You may hide purchases, lie about balances, or pretend to have more control than you actually feel. Shame thrives in secrecy, and the debt system thrives when people stay silent. It convinces you that you're the only one struggling, when in reality, the entire system is engineered to make people feel perpetually behind. Then comes guilt. Guilt is different from shame. Shame says, I am bad. Guilt says, I did something bad. Guilt keeps you in a cycle of punishment. It makes you feel like you don't deserve rest, joy, or abundance until you've made it right. You might overwork. You might undercharge in your business. You might not allow yourself to receive help or blessings because you haven't earned them yet. Guilt keeps your frequency low, and low-frequency people are easier to control and sell to. Eventually, all of this emotional weight leads to fragmentation of identity. You stop seeing yourself as whole. You start splitting into versions of yourself. The responsible one, the reckless one, the debt-free self you hope to be, the overwhelmed self you actually are. This fragmentation affects your spiritual alignment. When you are divided internally, your intuition becomes unclear. You can't hear clearly when you're operating from multiple internal timelines of regret, fear, and overcompensation. The system is aware of this. The debt industry benefits from you being emotionally compromised. When you're overwhelmed, you're less likely to negotiate, less likely to challenge terms, less likely to explore options, more likely to comply, more likely to take on new debt to cover the old. They know if they can keep you in emotional submission, they never have to physically threaten you, because you'll police yourself. This is spiritual warfare by emotional erosion. And yet, most people think the problem is just the interest rate. It's not. It's the energetic rate. How much of your emotional bandwidth is being drained just to keep up with the illusion of stability? Let's bring this back to power. When you recognize what's happening, you can start reclaiming control, not just of your finances, but of your emotions. First, we stop internalizing debt as personal failure. Debt is a system designed to trap people who weren't given the right information. That doesn't make you irresponsible. It means you were programmed. That programming can be reversed. Second, we begin to separate the math from the meaning. Debt may still exist on paper, but it doesn't have to dictate how you feel about yourself. You are not your balance. You are not your mistakes. You are not defined by a financial season of your life. Your soul is not on a payment plan. Third, we release guilt. Guilt is not productive. You are allowed to be blessed and in process. You are allowed to experience miracles while still cleaning up messes. You are allowed to forgive yourself completely, even before the final payment is made. Because the faster you release the emotional weight, the faster your energy becomes available for real solutions. Lastly, we reintegrate the fragmented self. You are not divided. You are not many selves living in reaction to one financial choice. You are whole, and your power is not postponed until you reach a specific number. You can walk in authority right now, not because the balance is gone, but because you've reclaimed the only thing that ever mattered, your peace. The system wants you to believe that debt is a scarlet letter, that you must walk around energetically apologizing for what you owe. But the truth is, debt is not your identity. It's a situation. And situations change, but only when you stop carrying the emotional residue like it's part of your soul. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Manifestation series, where we don't just talk about manifesting, we master it. Because let's be honest, manifestation has been watered down, reduced to vague quotes, mood boards, and empty promises. But you didn't come here to wish. You came here to build a reality that hits different. A reality that responds to your frequency, your language, your alignment, and your decision to stop playing small. This series is not fluff. It's physics, frequency, and fierce creative power. Inside the Manifestation series, you're going to learn how to collapse timelines, shift identities, and speak worlds into existence, just like the greatest minds in history. This isn't just about being positive. This is about being powerful. Here's what you unlock inside. Vision to Reality, the Vision Board course. You've heard about vision boards, but you've never done them like this. This is a full energetic ritual, a precision-coded map for your subconscious, designed to bridge image, frequency, and strategy. It's not arts and crafts. It's blueprinting your future in visual form and turning it into matter. Time, quantum timelines, and why time isn't real. Manifestation doesn't take time. It takes alignment. In this module, I'll show you how time is just a mirror of energy and how to collapse timelines using choice, clarity, and vibration. Past, present, future, they're happening now. And when you know how to navigate time quantum style, you stop waiting and start receiving. Quantum jumping, instantly up level. Your next level life isn't years away. It's one decision away. In this training, you'll learn how to quantum jump, how to shift into a version of you that already has what you desire. This isn't fantasy. It's how high-performance creators, athletes, and spiritual masters leap beyond limits. Jump now. Land in power. Every word. The power of affirmations and spoken language. Words build worlds. In this course, I show you how to use affirmations like spell work, not just repeating empty mantras, but speaking with vibration, intention, and spiritual force. If you've ever felt like affirmations don't work, this will change everything. You'll learn to command your field, not just request from it. The greats, learning from the most exceptional minds in history. We're not the first to master this. In this legendary module, we decode the techniques, habits, and quantum genius of the world's most powerful manifestors, from ancient sages to modern icons. You'll learn how to think like the greats, move like the greats, and manifest like the greats. This isn't another feel-good series. This is a spiritual weapon, disguised as a manifestation course. It's made for leaders, cycle breakers, visionaries, and soul builders. You don't need another wish list. You need a system that teaches you how to bend reality. This is that system. So if you're ready to stop playing with potential and start creating results, welcome to your next level. The Manifestation series is open now. You know what to do. Let's build what they said was impossible and make it inevitable.